Hello everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Jonathan. I'm a mobile developer at BHC, and today I'm going to talk to you about why do your salesmen need a mobile application. So this presentation will be divided in 5 points. First, I will briefly introduce you MyOdoo app. Next, I will present you a customer case with problem encountered and the solution we have provided, and finally a conclusion. So now let's talk about MyOdoo app. MyOdoo app is a native Android and iOS application available for free on this platform. This application is used by more than 70,000 users around the world. This application is community and enterprise compatible. It has an offline mode, allowing to work without any internet connection. And finally, this application is compatible with Odoo 7, 8, 9, 10, and tomorrow 11. Based on this application, MyOdoo, we are proud to collaborate with companies in order to create great mobile solutions, such as Securitas in Portugal, for which we have developed a mobile application allowing to manage interventions. We have also worked with WWF with a mobile app to help safeguard a TradeNet park in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Sorry for the slide. That's right. So we have worked for Securitas in Portugal, WWF in Congo. We also work for salesmen in Belgium for an application allowing to manage event entries, and also for EpiPaper in Belgium with an application allowing to manage your warehouse and stock inventories. So now let's take a look to the customization based on Odoo and MyOdoo for a company specialized in the pharmaceutical industry. Our customer is a company working in the pharmaceutical industry based in Belgium. They have around 40 salesmen on the road each day. They visit around 48,000 doctors and pharmacies, and they give around 70,000 samples per year to pharmacies. So now let's talk about the encountered problems by the pharmaceutical company, because before setting up the MyOdoo project, it was essential to identify the areas of improvement for our customer and his sales team. First one, each salesman has some monthly targets to fill, and it's really difficult to get information about where is the salesman related to these targets. The second one, we have identified that the planning organization leads to waste of time because losing valuable travel time. Also, their planning has to be flexible and driven by their customers' planning. Next, given the nature of the company's activity, visiting hospitals, to pharmacies, the salesmen don't always have a connection to the internet. Fourth, each salesman has a budget in order to carry out marketing actions with their customers. Then, it's a real challenge to have the information as well as the correct traceability of the use of this budget. Finally, this phenomenon is quite common in companies and mostly a big waste of time in order to carry out the administrative work by copying visit reports, giving samples, etc. So now let's talk about the solution we have provided by collaborating with our customer. So taking into account all these constraints, we carried out a software development based on Odoo and MyOdoo. Each salesman has been equipped with an iOS tablet with a portable keyboard to facilitate the daily writing of quotes, reports, and other administrative works. I will now show you the solution in a live demo by presenting the point we discussed earlier. So first, at the start of the application, each salesman can see his targets in a simple board. As we can see here, the salesman can have monthly visits targets, given samples targets, or also monthly invoice targets. Of course, all of these targets are customizable in Odoo and then synchronized with the salesman. Next, let's talk about the planification part. First, as a salesman, I have to plan my week, and so I have to plan visits with my customers. So I have to go to the contact part. Here, in the left part, I can see my own customers. And I can see that I have customers which are doctors and pharmacies. and they are identifiable with a specific icon. I can also perform some advanced filters in order to help me in my planification. Next, in the right part, I have the mostly important details for my business, such as the potential of this customer, the number of sales, and the contact information. I also have a view about the schedule of this customer, so I can display the availability and unavailability of this customer, allowing me to improve my planification. Then I can plan a visit for this customer with a complete view of my agenda. So just with a click, I can plan a visit for this customer. So now that I have planned my week, I can visit my customer, and I have to go to the CRM part. So in this, now I have planned my customers, my visits, and imagine that I am on the road and I have to go to my customer. Here in the left part, I can see all the visits I have planned to do today. And in the right part, I have the details of this visit. I can of course switch the day and see the next or previous visits just by clicking on the right date. In order to avoid waste travel time, I have the possibility to display all my visits for today on a map. Just by clicking there, I have all my visits on a map, and I can see the distance between all of this one, and for example, start the GPS. And then I can come back to my visit. So for each visit, I can give sample products. I can, for example, give 3 products. I can give some marketing products and specify the quantity of the product I give. 3, 2. I can also define a visit report. I just have to write there. Sample visit. And I can now submit it to Odoo. So now, before leaving my customer, because I'm not salesman, I can also create a sale order. So I just launched the sales part. In this part, I am able to see all my products and my categories, and I can see a simple board. I can, for example, filter on categories to see my products, and just add some products to fill my cart shop. As you can see, there are some products with an icon flame. That means that the product is in sale, and so that I have to sell it to my customer. And then I just have to complete the cart shop. I can also use my history in order to fill this cart shop with my previous sale. And then I just have to click on Done and confirm the create order. Next, we will see the budget part. So now let's talk about the budget part. In this part, I will be able to see my allocated budget in the bottom left part. So I can see that I have 8,000 euros in order to carry out marketing events. But I can also create a new ask for budget. So each ask for a budget needs to be to define some location or a speaker. I can also define some product I want to talk in this in this event. So I just have to click on product. I can also tell that I will give samples in this event just by clicking. I can also invite some partners in this event just by entering her name. I can tell that they were present in this event. And I can finally ask them to sign when they are at the event. Then I can also give some supplier, for example, foods or drinks during used during this event, and so I can give an estimate for the cost of this event. I just have to click on done to finally conclude my ask for the budget. So this concludes the live demo. So now let's talk about the return on investment. So with a better planification, salesmen are now able to visit more customers, and we estimate to increase to 20% of visits. With more visits and better organization come more sales. And finally, by handling samples and given marketing products, we estimate a decrease of 25% the inventory loss. To conclude, I would like to say that technologies are transforming our habits every day, and of course, sales are heavily affected. Odoo combined with MyOdoo mobile app can allow to facilitate daily lives, to improve your processes, and increase your profitability. So don't be afraid to bring your company to the next level. Thank you for your attention. I invite you to come on our stand to discuss or ask your question. Thank you.